Do you play tennis and you think you know all the tennis rules? What if I told you there are rules you have probably never heard of? Rules that could even surprise a professional tennis players.
So what's the reason, the rule?
Hello everyone, I am Thomas, I am an amateur tennis player and I am totally passionate about tennis. And in today's video I am sharing some rules you probably don't know. But trust me, these rules can help you in situations like this.
Out.
Hey, it was in. Show me the mark. Show me the mark. No, mate. That was against the rules. The point is mine. No. Yeah, we have all been there. Arguing with an opponent about the rule or just not being sure what the correct ruling is. Well, this video is here to give you a wider perspective and maybe even give you the edge in your future arguments with your opponents. So let's jump right into it. Rule number 1. Net touch. What if I told you that you can hit the net with your racket and still win the point? Sounds like a lie, but not entirely. Normally, if you touch the net during a rally, whether with your body, racket or clothing, you lose the point. But there is an exception. Take a look at this example. Francis hits a great passing shot and then touches the net. By the usual rule, he should lose the point. But here, he still won the point. Why? Because he touched the net outside of single area in doubles section. So if you are playing singles, you can touch the net in doubles area without a penalty.
Wow.
But if you touch the net within the singles area, obviously you lose the point. Rule number 2. Crossing the net with your racket. You might think this is a clear no, but what if I told you, yes, you actually can? Imagine this. Your opponent hits a short ball, you go for the shot and your racket crosses over to his side. Or maybe the ball has so much crazy spin that it bounces on your side and jumps back over the net before you can even touch it. What now? You are allowed to reach over the net and hit the ball. Sure, as long as you don't touch the net and the ball has already bounced on your side, it's allowed. In fact, you can hit the ball while your racket is on your opponent's side and you can hit it directly into the net and you still win the point. But there is a catch. As I said, you cannot hit the ball before it bounces on your side. That would be a fault and you would lose the point immediately. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever argued with your opponent about that? If yes, let me know in the comments below. Rule number 3. Medical timeout. Imagine this, you are in an intense match, battling for over 2 hours, it's 4-3, 15-15 in the second set, and suddenly you get cramps. Are you allowed to take a medical timeout? The answer is no. Whether you are playing professional match or amateur tennis league, neither you nor your opponent are allowed to take a medical timeout during the game. You can receive the medical treatment after the game is finished, but not in the middle of the game. The only time you are allowed to stop mid-game for medical attention is in case of acute injury. And what is an acute injury? For example, bleeding. So next time you are on the court, remember, no medical timeout for cramps. So stay hydrated and prepared.
Guys, if you like this video, please smash the like and subscribe button. It will help me a lot. Thank you.
Rule number 4. Mark of the ball. Show me the mark. Show me the mark. Yeah, we have all heard this, right? Your opponent wants to see the mark to check if the ball was in or out. But here is something the most people don't know. You are not required to show your opponent the mark. Surprised? It doesn't matter where the ball bounces. You really don't need to show your opponent the mark. Sure, we are still talking about matches without a referee. If there is a referee, he is allowed to check the mark, obviously. Guys, but remember, tennis is gentleman's sport. Personally, I don't have problem to show the mark when my opponent asks me. But if you are playing against an annoying opponent and he is asking for the mark like every single time, you really don't need it to show him the mark. Yeah, and we all know situation when you are showing the mark to your opponent and he is trying to convince you that it is different mark. Yeah, obviously he can see the mark of the ball better from his side of the court. Yeah, we all know this kind of players. But remember, as I said, tennis is gentleman's sport, so honesty is key. And if you have a funny show me the mark story, feel free to share it in the comments below. Rule number 5. Hindrance. Imagine this, you are in the middle of the crucial point and suddenly your opponent yells,
¡Vamos!
or make some loud noise that distracts you. What the moonballer! And then you miss the shot and you are left wondering, was that legal? Well, the answer is no, and here is why. In tennis, hindrance refer to anything that disrupts flow of the point or distract the player, whether it's like sound or action performed intentionally or unintentionally. But remember, you need to stop the point immediately. You cannot stop it after the point. And sometimes it's really tough where there is like no referee. So remember, it's gentleman's sport. So if there is something which disrupts you when your opponent is making some noise, first try to tell him in good way. And then when he's like still doing it, you can be like, okay, the point is mine because you are doing something against the rules. That's my point of view on this rule. And that's it, guys. Hope you learned something new today, and if you know any unknown rules as well, please share them in comments below. Please do not forget like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Vamos!